Okay, how are we? We are here and we are going to be doing the St. Kevin's loop. Well, we're heading down to St. Kevin's pool first to see that. Undecided on the loop, but we're definitely going to be heading down to see St. Kevin's pool here in Wicklow. Stay there. Cool. So we just got to the car park. Pull off. Either one works, I suppose. But I have my bag with me, I have my batteries with me, I have my camera with me, and we're gonna go and see what St. Kevin's pool is meant to be. So I decided, why not bring you along with me? We'll have a fun little hike, and we'll hike down to St. Kevin's. So I'm gonna get my shoes on. I think I might wear my boots. I don't know yet. Again, it's just kind of new to me, doing this whole hiking thing, so, well, not that it's new to me, but I'm gonna go and do it anyway. So here we go. Let's get out of my head and let's get onto the trail. Let's go. Okay, here we go. As you can hear, the water is quite loud. Look at these beautiful little spots, man. We're pretty much still on the road, like the road is right there. These spots are absolutely gorgeous. Got my hat on, got the sunglasses on. It's a beautiful day. Glad I wore my boots. I feel like I can do more when I have my boots on, you know? What a spot. We're literally like 2 seconds into this hike and we need to get the tripod out already. That's when you know it's going to be a good hike. Okay, let's do this. The bag is fine there. The mic is fine. Everything's good. I need a better tripod. If anybody can recommend a good small travel tripod. I'm using this like super cheap one, and it's good because it's so light, because it's so small, but I would not use it. Like on a heavier camera. Like the ZV-1 is very light, so I trust it with the ZV-1 because it is so light. Oh my days, that shot was beautiful. Everything that I was hoping it would turn out as. Oh man, photography just gets me freaking going, boys. Tell you one thing, sitting in the shade for too long, you'll get cold. Oh my god, I've done so much learning, so much like looking at videos on how to do slow shutter photos, learning how to use my camera manually. And just seeing what it's like in the camera now. I cannot wait to get home to edit these photos because they just turn out really nice in camera and then we'll get them home, plug it in, see what we've got. But so far, guys, this photo has been amazing. Like, I'm loving this little location just off the road here in Wicklow. And Wicklow, Ireland, if anybody hasn't realised. But what a beautiful space. Kind of do these things funny. I don't bring out my A7 IV first. I come to locations, scout locations, bring the ZV-1 because I like the quality of the ZV-1, and the ZV-1's good for social media and stuff. So the social media shots are perfect. But when I find a location that I really, really like, I'll bring my A7 IV so I can get some really high megapixel stuff. High megapixel. It's an A7 IV, much higher than the ZV-1. I really want to get, like, dream would be working with Hasselblad and using Hasselblad cameras, especially for the likes of landscape photography, you know. Just being able to crop to get that detail would be so sick. But hey, you never know. You never know. As Justin Bieber says, never say never. This one's gonna be slightly more difficult because we're gonna be somewhat shooting into the sun, and we're gonna be shooting this way. So as you can see from that camera, kind of, it's going to be a lot harder, but I like the fact that there's that kind of water flowing down. I might have to try and get over there. I don't want to be sketchy. I'm definitely not going to cross on the water because that would be silly. So I'm gonna have to try and reframe, see what we can come up with, and go from there. Okay, we kind of have a frame. Sorry about the Osmo. The mini like hand tripod that I have for it isn't fantastic, so you're just gonna have to deal with that one for now, boys. Those shots are so nice. Just playing with the waterfall. They are slightly overexposed for the simple fact is I can't put an ND filter on the ZV-1. It has a built-in one, so I mean the built-in one is pretty decent. Slightly overexposed again. It's just because the sun is directly behind me and it's like beaming down here. So we also brought stuff to make coffee, which I'm also excited about, because just the thought of having a coffee here, fresh coffee here, is so sick. This little area is so beautiful that it would be worth coming back to. Just this little King's River is absolutely magic. Okay, so the route that we wanted to go on had a fallen tree. And to me, that means don't go down that way. And that means you're not meant to go down there today. Come back another day. And that's fine. I'm happy enough to stick around this area that we found that was just off the road. I'm really loving the photos. I did get to the other side, so that's handy. And then we're gonna try and focus on this area now. I like how it's all set up. So we'll get out the tripod and get some photos taken. I don't really know where to put you guys other than on the ground again. But even then, the ground here is quite marshy, so we shall see how it goes. Let me put my bag down, we'll get you guys situated, and then we'll get the camera and tripod ready for the next batch of photos. But yeah guys, like I said, any recommendations on camera tripods, small travel tripods, would be great. This one's fine, but I do have a small rig one at home. It's an aluminium one, so it's pretty heavy. I know small rig do a cool carbon fiber one. Oh no, you fell over. When did you guys fall? Hold on, give me a second. I'm coming to get yous. You good? As long as you don't fall backwards, you can fall forwards as much as you want. But you shouldn't fall backwards. That's butter, man. That is absolutely butter. Oh, so nice. I'm liking this rock. I am hoping and praying these are not completely blown out. They look decent on camera. I'm hoping I can just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, that to me is a success. Found this beautiful location, absolutely gorgeous. The photos turned out really well. I'm so happy with the photos. So now we're gonna head back over to the sunny side over there. We'll sit down, we'll make a coffee and chill out. So let's pack it all up again and move on. We'll leave that boil. We're not having a big cup, we're having a small cup. And leave that boil for a few. Brought myself a bar as well. A little Trek bar. And I brought my coffee, I brought my sugar, and I brought my milk. I really need to figure out a better way of transporting coffee other than Ziploc bags. But for now, Ziploc bags are perfect. So any recommendations for Ziploc bags or for something to hold my coffee in would be great. But like, for what it's for, Ziploc bags are perfectly fine. Just for a bit of coffee, like. I thought I had a friend come over. He's floating around. Sugar. Nice. So yeah, sorry, I'm just enjoying this, man. Sitting here listening to the sounds of the waterfall right there, and then just enjoying it, man. Just enjoying it. One thing I will say is 2026, I want to be the year that we travel more, you know? That I get out more, I do these things, even if it's just getting out, taking a few casual pictures and making some coffee. I think that's good enough. It's about getting out and exploring nature. It's about being outside and getting away from screens. As I say that, talking to a screen, talking to a camera. But you know what I mean, getting away from a computer, getting away from doing all of those things that I love doing. But it is also like, I don't want to be trapped inside, you know what I mean? So that's what this channel is all about. This channel is literally just getting outside, going, doing our thing. Coffee is ready. Get off, there we go. Put that there for a second. I don't want to freaking pour this on myself. I'm afraid that the lid... There we go. I was trying to say I was afraid the lid was going to come off, but then it just freaking popped off. Lovely brew. Bit of milk. Can't beat that, boys. You can't beat that. Look at that. Oh, that just warms the freaking soul. It's hard to beat this. It's so hard to beat this. Even though the road is right there, it's so hard to beat it. We'll go down to the pool the next day. This is part of the King's River, and then the King's River has another spot called St. Kevin's Pool. St. Kevin's Pool is a little trail that you can do, but as I started to walk down the trail, there was a massive tree down, and I'm a firm believer of, like, that was my sign to say, maybe don't go alone the first time, you know? So this I'm perfectly happy with, because it kind of lets me chill out, relax, enjoy, have a nice coffee. Oh, delicious. Enjoy the sounds of the waterfall, get some really nice photos, and to be able to have that little experience that I was looking for. Today is a beautiful day. In Ireland, it has rained for 57 days, 58 days in a row. It's pretty much rained every single day since January 1st. So that alone, being able to go outside today, sit here in the sun, and it's quite warm. It's not warm, it's not hot, but it's warm. Now I've a Columbia outer layer, and then I've a merino wool t-shirt on underneath. Then I have some warm Cremo, I think they are. trousers, but they're the winter lined ones, so these are lined as well. And then I've merino wool socks on, and then I've the Columbia Omnitech hat on as well. So I'm quite warm as is. Now my hands aren't cold, but my hands are also holding a nice warm coffee. My nose and face are a little bit cold. I have it zipped up all the way so I can kind of cover my neck. I do have a snood with me, but I don't really see the need to take a snood out. But yeah, perfect. It's like maybe 2-3 degrees. I can check my watch. I've no signal. Brilliant. That's probably why. Yeah, man. Beautiful day. It is that simple. Get outside to clear your head. As someone who seriously struggles with mental health, get outside. Get outside, sit at a waterfall, even if it's just off a road. Sit at a waterfall. Be present, you know? I can see little fish in the river as well. Be a really nice river when it opens up. There's a couple of spots that open up to be a really nice river to fly fish on. This is obviously a much narrower spot, but it's a good freaking spot, boys. But yeah, this channel is going to get more adventurous, get more outdoorsy, survival-esque. I'm not really going to be doing challenges for the first while anyway. I know YouTube is a big fan of like surviving overnight with no sleeping bag, or camping in minus 10 degrees with no sleeping bag. It doesn't get to minus 10 in Ireland. I think the lowest I've seen was like minus 6. That was pretty cold. But again, good clothes and you're fine. But yeah, I do want to go out camping more. I do want to go out doing a lot of photography trips, stuff like that. For anybody that cares, it's a Trek protein flapjack, 9 grams of protein, and it's Biscoff one. It's quite delicious. Quite delicious indeed. I'll probably skip this part. Nobody wants to see me eat. Okay boys, time to clean up, time to get everything back in the bag and head home. That's enough procrastinating done for the day. Let's get everything back into the bag and let's start making our way home. This has probably been one of the nicest mornings I've had in a very long time. The ability to just get out and go and do this. If you can get the chance to go and do this, just go do it. Get out. The set that I got for making the coffees and stuff like that, it's a fire maple set. It's very cheap. It's probably like 20 quid maybe. 20-30 quid. Comes with everything you need. Literally comes with the burner, the pot, the spoon, or the spork, and like a flint stick, so you can use it for everything. I got the water bottle from Sports Direct. Everything is cheap stuff, because it does, all the gear does the same thing. Even the bag, it's a cheap Carimo bag, however you pronounce that one. The ground mat, it's a super cheap ground mat too off Amazon. It was like 2 for €10 maybe, or €8. And it just goes onto the bag just like this, and then clips on like that. You don't need anything more. You don't need anything more than that. Make sure we have everything, left nothing behind, leave no trace, all that fun stuff. One last look at this beautiful little river that we spent our morning at. Okay boys, let's make a little hike back up to the car, and we shall do the outro maybe in the car. I might get some B-roll shots while we're driving, why the hell not. But yeah, thanks for joining me on my morning coffee. Okay, let's head back to the car. Okay, that's us back in the car, ready to go. I might get some B-roll clips as we're going, but yeah, absolutely fantastic morning. If you have the opportunity to do that, you should go and get yourself that little fire maple kit. I'll actually leave that down in the link below, or down in the description below, because it is a really good kit, and you can just grab that and then go for your morning coffee. And the little milk thing that I have as well, I'll leave that down in the description, so that you can grab those things, get out, have your morning coffee in somewhere like this. You know what I mean? Somewhere beautiful like this. Like, look at that. So nice. If I see any more spots, I'll stop, turn the camera on, and go from there. So other than that, if we don't see any more spots, if I don't talk anymore, I'll see you guys in the next video. Get out, go do more. Why the hell not? So this has been Charlie Tries World, so let's try more. Peace. Okay, really quickly, we're gonna do this real quick. I'm literally just parked on the side of the road, but I couldn't pass this part. I passed it on the way here. I have my camera, I have my keys. I've got my freaking Hey Dudes on. And I had to stop for this spot here. First of all, appreciate that. But second of all, here we go. This is the part of Kings River that I want to fish so bad, because it looks amazing. Look at that. I can only imagine how good the fishing is here. How nice of a spot is this? This place is freaking beautiful, boys. This place is absolutely beautiful. Like, oh my god. Had to be done. Had to pull over. I ran out of memory on my SD card, so now it's on the internal. Thank God it has internal, because that was definitely worth stopping for. Hopefully the photos turned out alright. But super glad I done this morning. So sick.